What's up, friends? Today I bring you the complete movie of Goku and Bardock locked in the Room of Time. I hope you like it a lot. Share the video and leave your comment on what you think of this story. Before starting with the video, I want to tell you that this week I will be uploading another new story. So let's start with this video. This story would begin after 10 years of the Tournament of Power. Gohan was on the planet of the Kaiossamas, since the Saiyan had become a Supreme Kaiosama, by dominating all the mystical states and being totally a prodigy, while on the other hand, Vegeta was on his own planet by becoming the new god of the destruction of the Universe 7. On the other hand, in the Palace of Zeno was Goku training with Grand Priest, being the #1 disciple of the priest. Goku would be very happy since his power was increasing without limits. He wanted to become stronger since he wanted to fight with the future and new angels that were going to be chosen in a very short time. But on the other hand, Grand Priest was a little annoyed and began to be envious of Goku's skills and growth, since his genetics was evolving very quickly, in addition to Goku learning very quickly all the skills and techniques that he taught him. Let's continue with the training. Goku smiled but would receive a hard and quick blow to the stomach. "But why did you attack me like that, Master?" Grand Priest, with some hate and anger, hits him with a kick, which Goku dodges barely hard. "But what was that, Master? Does he want to kill me?" Goku said sarcastically, the Saiyan taking it graciously since he did not think anything bad of his master. "And of course they are not, Goku. He's only part of the training." Grand Priest exclaimed with a smile, while Goku in his thoughts, "That attack would have killed me. Why did he do that?" While in Grand Priest's thoughts, he was able to dodge my deadly attack. He's evolving at great speed. The great Zeno wants Goku to be the next new priest, and I have to allow it. "Well, I think that's enough training, don't you think, Great Master?" Goku said something serious, but in front of these appears Zeno and his guardians. "I hope your training is going very well. I just come to tell you that tomorrow will be the presentation of the new angels. I hope Goku is already a little more prepared to be able to fight them." And so both Goku and the angels give their presentation before all the gods and angels. "Do not worry, Great Zeno, he will be prepared for tomorrow." "Very well. Then see you said Zeno, retiring. Goku would fall sighing to the ground. "How tired I am. How strong those new angels will be. Do you think I can defeat them, Master?" "It is inevitable. You will lose, son Goku. You can barely stop and dodge my attacks. Surely tomorrow you will lose against that angel." But nothing happens, since it is only a demonstration. For today, we finish the training. You can return to the temple. At last, I was already very tired. Goku retiring, while Grand Priest would be just thinking, "After Goku has his fight with the new angels, I will have to do something to make him disappear, without Zeno noticing." Goku would arrive tired to his mini-planet that was in the temple. "But how tired I am. I should continue training. The angels that I will fight tomorrow surely will be extraordinarily powerful." In front of this appears the angel badge, since this was Goku's guardian, and every day he prepared Goku's food and protection. "How are you, son Goku?" "Wow, but if it's you, Vadas, I was waiting for you." Goku said with his typical smile, "Sorry for the delay. You know I'm training Khalifa and Kale." "Wow, those two do have incredible powers. I hope you can bring them one day to be able to fight them." "Sure, someday, son Goku, but for the moment I'm sure you're very hungry." "The truth is that I'm dying." Grand Priest hits very hard. The angel only gives a smile so that both can see each other while talking. When that happens, Vada says something serious to Goku. "Be very careful tomorrow, since there are very bad angels. and they will want to hurt you a lot. Goku would not worry much, since he trusted that Grand Priest would protect him if something happened. So Vadas, somewhat doubtful, would ask if he was getting along with his father, since she didn't like him very much. Goku, simply smiling, said that he is a very good teacher, although sometimes he feels a bit of hatred and anger towards him and hits him very hard. Vadas would be suspect for these words of Goku, worrying since she had become a better friend for the Saiyan in these years, like Goku since he had a lot of appreciation for the angel, trusting her a lot. So the next day, the demonstration tournament was already beginning. Goku was on the platform while all the angels and gods were gathered to see the presentation of the new angels and the new power of Goku. Very well, everyone pay attention. Today there will be 2 new angels who will take care of the 12 universes. I present to you Granola and Gas. These 2 are brothers, and one of them today will fight with Goku. All the gods and angels are impressed to see the 2 new angels, while on the other hand, Vegeta was next to Gohan and the Supreme Kaiosama, since these were gods and Kaiosamas. Hey Mr. Vegeta, do you think my father can be at their level? Impossible. I don't think Kakarot has reached that level so fast. He was only training for 2 years with the Grand Priest. Although it is possible that we can see a good fight. Come on, father, you can! Gohan shouted, motivating Goku. The first to fight Son Goku will be the new angel Gas. Grand Priest shouted, so Gas appears in front of Goku on the platform. Hi, I'm Goku, it's a pleasure. Shut up and fight. Okay, if that's what you want. Goku quickly activates the Ultra Instinct, surprising all the gods. How is it possible? Does he already easily control that state? Champa said it very shocked. Although you do not believe it, he is very powerful, Champa-sama. Champa looks at Vadas, which was attentive. Are you worried that Son Goku will lose? Yes, of course, obviously. After all, he's very close to me. Champa curiously says, are you two something like that? No, of course not, yet. Champa was suspicious while in the fighting field. Well, get ready because this will not be easy. Goku appears next to Gas throwing a kick, which Gas only raises his arms, stopping his attack. However, the Saiyan increases his strength, sending Gas to fly. Gas would just get upset since Goku could hit him. Well, I could hit him, although he read my movement very easily. Suddenly, Gas would appear in front of Goku. How? Gas hits him with a big burst of blows at an extreme speed. Goku would have shot, but he would stabilize, somewhat injured and tired. What was that? Not even my body in this state could avoid his speed. All the gods and angels are watching me. I cannot let myself be defeated so easily with this guy. Well, then I'll show you something better. Goku smiled to concentrate his ki, emanating a blazing aura of white color. Your states and transformations will not affect me at all, mortal. In fact, I'll finish this once and for all. Everyone will see that the power of a mortal is never compared to that of an angel. Gas would go against Goku, washing 2 blows, which Goku would stop with both hands. What? What are you doing? The gods and angels would be very surprised. Keep going, Goku! Vados encouraged in the distance. The Saiyan at full power nailed him a kick, sending Gas away, which would spit a lot of saliva. My father has become very strong. Kakarot, can you really be at the level of an angel? Impossible. A mortal should not have that power. Goku would walk slowly towards the angel, so that in a blink of an eye he would appear on top of him at an incredible speed, nailing him a hard kick in the face. Gas would spit blood returning from the pain. But Goku, without letting him rest, would begin to do a technique. "Hey, my father, what are you doing? Are you thinking of doing another transformation? Do not say nonsense. He is mutating his arm. I do not know how he does it, but Kakarot undoubtedly learned some techniques. Damn, I wanted to train with that cenote." Goku would find himself mutating his arm, taking half of his body, a large amount of divine energy. "I hope you don't die if you can resist this." Gas immediately increases his power, creating a great barrier. However, Goku, with his new technique, throws divine spears, which would destroy Gas's barrier, receiving blows and universal energy balls throughout the body. Gas would fall to the ground defeated. Absolutely all the gods were speechless to see how Goku could defeat an angel. This is a great surprise. The winner is Son Goku. "Well done, father," Gohan would scream, very happy. "Kakarot really became someone to fear. I hope that from now on, all the gods will give him the respect he deserves." Tomorrow will be Goku's next fight against Granola. Thus, all the gods and angels would withdraw with a bad taste in their mouths, since they did not like a Saiyan defeating an angel, having a very high level. On one hand, inside the palace, Goku would see his friends. "Goku, you did very well," Vados exclaimed, hugging Goku, who with a smile would thank him for the spirits. Gohan and Vegeta would congratulate him on his fight. "Kakarot, I hope to have a fight with you next time. Do you understand?" "Of course, Vegeta. Do not worry. When I go to your planet, we will fight everything you want." "Father, you also have to fight with me. I want you to see my new power." "Gohan, I can feel an energy, and you have me very surprised. It is seen that your training as Supreme Kaio-sama is going very well. Keep it up, son, and tell your mother and the others that I am very well, and in a few days I will go to visit the planet Earth." Goku would exclaim and say goodbye to his friends, walking through the palace of Zeno until he met Grand Priest. "Very good fight, Son Goku. I did not expect less from my disciple." "Thank you, Master. It was all for your hard training." Although in the same way, that angel did not show his skills. He could have lost at any time. But hey, I gave my best. Goku would laugh when next. "Son Goku, the truth is that I have something to tell you." Goku doubtful. "Yes, tell me, Master. What happens?" "Son Goku, the truth is that all the gods and acres want you dead. You never should have surpassed the power of an angel, and I never had to train you either. However, right now, I will do something to make you regret it." Quickly, Goku would use his perfect Ultra Instinct. However, it was too late. Grand Priest would have pierced Goku's chest. "But what is this, Master? Someone like you should never be at the top, Son Goku. After you, I will go to Zeno, and I will free my parents. I will also kill all your race and all your friends. And unfortunately, I will also have to eliminate Mihapados, all because he had feelings for you." "What are you saying, damn it? Calm down. I can't kill you, or Zeno would find out. But I can leave you in a place where no one will ever know." Next, Grand Priest, with one hand, pushes Goku, throwing him out of the palace. "Master!" Goku would scream, falling into the void, entering a kind of portal, falling into a room. "I'm sorry, Son Goku. You can't keep having that growth. You would also be a hindrance in my plans." In the distance, Vados was watching everything that happened, speechless and very scared. "No, Goku! Why? Why did my father do that to Goku?" Vados was about to attack Grand Priest, but he would be stopped by Granola, which would also have seen everything that happened. "Don't go! If you go, he will kill you!" He has more power than you and me together. You are, yes, I am the new angel of the universes, and honestly, I never thought that Grand Priest would be that kind of being. Let's get out of here before he finds out." Both angels would leave. Vados would have an idea in space, thus going with Granola to Universe 7, to Vegeta's planet, while on the other hand, "Damn you!" Goku said, screaming while his chest was full of blood. "Why? Why did my teacher do this to me? No! Now he will go for Vados and my friends. I must get out of here." Goku would get up, watching everywhere he was locked up. Where in the hell am I? It looks like the room of time. Goku tried to walk, but due to the wound he did to Grand Priest, he fell to the ground unable to move. In that, someone throws him a ball of energy, which Goku in his current state would disintegrate it. What? Who the hell was the one who threw this at me? Goku would scream something annoying. "My name is Bardo." Or rather, who the hell are you and why do you look so much like me? In that, said being would recognize Goku's face. "But what? I've seen your face somewhere." Goku would get up. "Why the hell did you attack me? And why do you have a mask?" "I attack and protect this room. This is my room. Grand Priest ordered me to take care of this place for life." That voice! It makes me very familiar. Bardo would observe Goku's face well, starting to have a lot of headache. But what's happening to him? In Bardo's mind would present thousands of old memories of when Goku was totally a child. "Listen, I'm gonna make you suffer." In that, said being would transform into Super Saiyan 3, sending Goku to fly, expelling an incredible aura, very powerful. Goku gets up very shocked. He has an impressive energy. What's happening to him? His mask is breaking. The Saiyan would give a super scream of pain, exploding and creating a great explosion. It cannot be. I can finally free myself. I did it. Goku looks carefully at Bardo, seeing his face and starting to remember, what? That face is very familiar. Is it? Is he? Kakarot, you're still alive! Goku would start to have thousands of memories. But what are these memories? He is Kakarot. After so long, I can finally see you again. Sorry for wanting to eliminate you. It's just that you were being possessed by Grand Priest. But seriously, I'm very happy that you're still alive, my son. I hope you still have memories of me. I've been looking for you forever, Kakarot, Bardo exclaimed, while Goku would simply be in shock, remembering everything. I cannot believe it. He is my father. Both Saiyans would remember each other. However, Bardo would walk slowly towards Goku, and so the Saiyan would embrace Goku. Goku was simply in shock. Bardo would shed tears, since he remembered his son perfectly, also because he knew him perfectly, since he would have seen him in the Tournament of Power and his battle against Majin in the other world. Kakarot, I can finally see you. I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, I had no choice but to send you to planet Earth. If your mother were here, she would be very happy to see you again. Those were the words full of feelings of Bardo, which Goku was simply in shock. But finally, once in his life, he would begin to feel the love of a father. Goku gets a tear. Dad, I remember. I understand. Goku smiled, hugging Bardo, who was sad. You and my mother did what you could. You glorified my life before yours, and I will always thank you for that. Father and son would finally meet, and they would remember each other, hugging each other. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Bardo and Granola would arrive staring at Vegeta's planet. Vegeta and Whis would quickly appear in the place. But who the hell gave him permission to enter my planet? Vegeta shouted, upset, but was surprised to see that Bardo and Granola were there. Sister, what are you doing here and with that new angel? Sorry for coming, but I urgently need your help. Then talk at once. Bardo and Granola would tell him everything that happened and what Grand Priest did to Goku, Vegeta, and Whis. Both were very shocked. They could not believe that the priest had done such an act. Vegeta was very angry, since they would have eliminated his best friend. And I really came here because you are friends with Goku, and I need your help. Then Kakarot is dead? Kakarot was killed by Grand Priest, and he intends to kill everyone of his race, since they are a race that progresses very fast. In addition, he has other plans, such as being the new king of everything, and the worst thing is that he has the support of most of the angels and gods. Damn it, we can't do anything! And facing my father would be a suicide. And besides, the gods and angels who meet him are very powerful. Vegeta would just think, but he would smile sitting on his throne. What causes you so much grace, Vegeta? Vedas asked, something surprised. Vegeta smiling. So, if you want war, we will give you war. I will not allow some simple gods or angels to threaten me. Sooner or later, Grand Priest will come here and kill us all. Do you want to go against the gods and angels? 10 years had already passed since something interesting had not happened, and it's time to show them that we, the Saiyans, are more powerful than they think. The only thing we can do is go for the gods and angels who are against us and gather all possible allies. But that goes against the rules, Vegeta. Whis said, something serious. The rules can go to hell. He started first by killing Kakarot, and I had a pending fight with that insect. Even if I die, I will finish with every god I can. Whis, Vedas, and Granola were speechless by Vegeta's quick decision and determination. For some reason, you are a real god of destruction, Granola said, laughing. I'm with you, Vegeta. I will support you in everything I can. Vegeta looks at Whis and Vedas. Vedas serious. I will not forgive him for killing Goku. And you, Vedas? Going against my father seems like a very bad idea to me. From here, we will not be able to get out unharmed. But it is true that as a teacher, I had a lot of appreciation for Son Goku. And I know that at some point, my father will murder the angels who do not agree with him. I will support him to the end. After all, you, in these 10 years, proved to be a great leader and a god of destruction. Very well. Then let's go for those damned angels and gods. We will finish with each of them, and then we will revive Kakarot. In the palace of Zeno, Grand Priest, I can no longer feel Goku's presence. Did something happen to him? Grand Priest would smile without saying anything, and he throws himself, rebelling against Zeno with a sword to cut off his neck, but the two angels of Zeno interfere, arresting Grand Priest. What are you doing, Priest? What are you trying to do? The two guardians had immobilized Grand Priest. Yes, you two are annoying, and that the guardians would be immobilized, unable to move. What is this? Behind the two guardians would be the gas angel and many more angels, which with their divine energy were leaving the guardians immobile. You fell into my trap, guardians. Damn you! What are you doing, angels? Grand Priest immediately, with all his power, would cut the two guardians in half, eliminating them. Very good, Mother. That's how it's done, sir, the angels exclaimed. Now you continue. The two Zeno, retreat. Grand Priest, what are you doing? Both kings of everything raised their hand trying to eliminate Grand Priest, but they could not. Thanks to the power that my children are giving me, I am immune to your damn technique. Grand Priest grabs the Xeno's head, crushing him, while the first king of everything would try to escape. Why are you doing this? I'm tired of living like this, following your pathetic orders. In addition, now I will reign with all your memories. Right now, I will seek the fate of your father and your mother. Surely, in your memories must be the location of those two bastards. You want to kill my parents for revenge? That's right. You locked up my father and my mother. Now I'm going to kill yours, and I will also have eternal life and absolute power. And with the location of the key that is in your mind, I will look for that key. I will open the infinite universe so that my parents can revive. But they are a threat to the multiverse, Grand Priest. They killed hundreds of angels and gods. You cannot free them. They are evil entities. Shut up. When I have all the information in your mind, I can enter the infinite world, and I will know where the key that opens the infinite universe is. Your parents are not what you think they are, Grand Priest. In that Grand Priest grabs Xeno's head and begins to absorb his memories, discovering the entrance to the infinite universe and obtaining all the knowledge of the great king of everything. Very well. Now I know where the son of Sarama is. That damn Namekian has the key to open the infinite universe. It's time for the essence to return to me. In the room of time, Goku and Bardock would be fighting each other. Bardock was at a higher level than Goku. Just using his transformation of Super Saiyan 3 could equal an Ultra Instinct Goku. Thus, several days would pass where Bardock would have told Saiyan that when Frieza destroyed the planet, he and his mother survived, since they went to another planet with birds, where they landed on the planet of the Destroyer God of Universe 11, where he trained with said god, becoming much stronger, so much so that as the years passed, Grand Priest would find out, and he would see that Bardock's power was surpassing the angels, locking Bardock in that room while his mother is surely still alive in Universe 11, and that the angel Margarita must surely be training and taking care of her, and that after all that, he was locked up many years ago by Grand Priest there. Goku was simply speechless. Wow, how I would like to meet my mother! Goku exclaimed, but he knew that he still had to save his friends from the hands of Grand Priest. As the days passed, Bardock would teach Goku how to make an artificial moon, showing him his true origins and telling him not to remove that tail, since at any time of emergency he could use the last resort of a Saiyan, become Osaru. Goku would only listen to his father's words. Thus, both Saiyans felt weaker, in addition to the fact that the food had already run out. What's going on? I feel very weak. Apparently, the food is over. Also, as I told you, this room is consuming a lot of our life. I think we have already reached such a high level that if we continue in here, we will lose more power than we will get. Both Saiyans were resisting everything they could inside that room, since little by little they were dying and losing their powers. Meanwhile, in the universes, Vegeta was defeating God by God of destruction, eliminating, with the help of Beerus, all the destructive gods who were against him and were planning to eliminate the Saiyans behind him. No god would rival Vegeta's power, since he was even at the level of an angel. The angels of the destructive gods would simply warn their father. Grand Priest, upon learning of this, very angry, tells all the angels that he needs to eliminate Vegeta and Beerus right now, that they find his planet and destroy it, since they are a threat. Grand Priest would ask all the angels to merge. Thus, the angels would perform a ritual merging their powers, feeling their power in every corner of the planet. When merging, they would make the universe unbalance, creating dimensional portals everywhere. Meanwhile, on the planet of Vegeta, Vegeta and Beerus would appear very exhausted. They came back. Are you also feeling that great power throughout the universe? Yes, apparently the damned angels merged, and then surely they will look for us to eliminate us. So what do we do? I don't want to die again, screamed Krillin. In that, Granola and Whis would appear very wounded. Brother, Granola, but what happened? What happened to them? The angels merged and almost eliminated us. They made the Supreme Fusion. My father wants Mr. Piccolo, yes or yes. I would point to Whis. Everyone would look at Piccolo. But what do you have, Insect? Asked Vegeta. He has the key that will free the parents of Grand Priest. If they are released, everything will be over. Damn it, if Kakarot was here, maybe we could make him fight more. Vegeta exclaimed, stressed, but he would fall to the ground, spitting blood. Everyone would worry for the prince. Father, what's going on? Said Trunks, which was there also training with Koten and the Zoo Warriors. Vegeta, is something wrong? Let me know. He eliminated many gods of destruction and did not stop for days. He received a lot of damage. His body cannot stand it anymore. It even surprises me that he could do it in front of the angels. He needs to recover right now, said Beerus, when in that. Then enter this room Regenerator, said the angel Vados, so that together with his brother Whis, with his oracle, a room would appear. Vegeta, get in there right now. It is similar to the room of time that you have on planet Earth, but in this, you can rest all the time you want. In 2 days, we will get you out, Vados said very seriously. So Vegeta, without saying anything, barely walking, enters that room, disappearing. Hey, but I'm tired too. Anyway, if we lose Vegeta, we will be lost. He is the only one who can rival the angels. In fact, I was very surprised by his great power. It could be said that he has all my respect. Not only him, we have Gohan. Everyone would look at Gohan, which was meditating there. He has been meditating there for several days. Surely he is training outside this dimension. Likewise, thanks to Vados, we all increase our powers. Even Piccolo has a new transformation, and from what Miss Vados said, he far exceeds the power of a god. So we are safe. I would laugh, Krillin. Don't say nonsense. We are facing angels. They are mythical beings, the most powerful beings that you can find in existence. And now that they merged, they will kill us one by one. Everyone would look at Granola terrified. Whis and Granola would go to a cabin to heal their wounds. Meanwhile, in another place, Universe 11... Hey, is it the power of the angels? It must be. I think they will go for the Saiyans. After all, Grand Priest became a very powerful and terrifying being. Clown, it exclaimed, looking at Jiren. And in the distance, Margarita would appear. And then surely they will eliminate us too, because we are supporting these Saiyans. And really, I thank you for that. A very young woman exclaimed that would appear behind these, being on the planet of the clown. Don't worry, Jiren. Thanks to you, we understand that you of the Saiyans are good beings, and that my father is the wrong one. In this case, Vegeta would have already gone to Universe 11, and he would meet Jiren, being surprised, and seeing that Universe 11 supported them, he would leave the Destroyer God alive, and the whole Universe 11. That's why they were still alive. Jiren would train with Margarita, but due to the Supreme Fusion, portals would open, and in one of those portals, 2 Saiyans would fall from the sky, crashing against the planet. Meanwhile, Gohan would open his eyes. Gohan, finally awake! Yes, I'm sorry, friends. But what kind of training was that, Gohan? Well, it's a training similar to the Room of Time, but this happens in my mind. Also, I accumulated a lot of energy these days, so I have a lot of energy and power reserve. My body can now support the hidden power inside me, so I have trained too much. Hey, Gohan, and let's say your power is equal to a god or an angel. Everyone would look at Gohan very curious. Well, I don't know exactly. Supreme Kaio-sama told me that I had no limits, but for the moment, I think I can beat an angel. This would leave everyone speechless. Seriously? You've gotten so strong in these 10 years, Gohan? Well, this is thanks to my genetics. Also, I had divine training, and I perfectly control the divine energy. So you can beat an angel easily. Well, if you want to know more, check it out. Gohan exclaimed, looking down, when our granola appears very serious. I also want to see what kind of power you have. Well, then come and attack me both. Everyone would be very attentive. They couldn't believe that Gohan was going to fight 2 angels at the same time. The Saiyans transformed into a beast form. This is all my power. Everyone was surprised by the pressure, but they couldn't feel Gohan's power because it was at another level. Gohan would have made a big mistake to release all his power, since it was felt by all the universes, calling the attention of the angelic fusion and Grand Priest. Well, we already found them. Go and eliminate them, as you wish. The angelic fusion would destroy the planet to wake up and go towards Vegeta's planet. While on the one hand, you win, Gohan, both angels exclaimed. Everyone was speechless, since the Saiyan could defeat the 2 angels. Go, Gohan, but we are more than safe with you. Krillin would laugh, but he did not know that the most powerful angelic fusion of all was approaching. Meanwhile, in another place, Goku would be in a small house. At last you wake up. Father, what happened? We finally got out of that room.
And I'm very happy about this, Kakarot. But I have something to show you. Come with me. Goku would look very confused, accompanying Bardock. So the 2 Saiyans would leave the house, and in front of them, Goku would observe a small and fragile woman in front of him. Kakarot, she is your mother. Kakarot, is that you? Goku's eyes would open when he remembered the face and voice of his own mother. Mother? Kakarot, seriously, are you alive? I'm glad. I'm very happy that you're still alive. Gine would scream, full of emotion, going to hug Goku. Goku would simply hug his mother, thanking her for saving him from the destruction of the planet. "You have no reason. I am your mother. I told you that we would see each other again." Jine's tears of happiness would simply fall for seeing his son again. While on the one hand, Goku, for some reason, would have more feeling for his mother, since he remembered her more. "Father, and tell me, where are we?" "This is the planet of the Destructor God. We were rivals." He looked at Bardock, in front of him, appearing the Destructor God of Universe 11, along with Jiren and Margarita. The Destructor God presents himself to Goku. So Goku simply thanks them for their stay there. The angel and the clown would tell him everything that was happening to Goku and Bardock. "Damn, this is serious. My friends will not be able to resist that angel. Not even Vegeta or Gohan are at the level of the angels. Jiren will help them, and my angel. After all, you have to save the universes," the god exclaimed. Meanwhile, Margarita approaches Goku. "Hey, to be a mere mortal, you look pretty cute." Margarita would smile, getting too close to Goku. Goku would only blush little, while behind this, Jiren and Bardock look at their son flirting with the angel. It would not be wrong for him to be with an angel. It would be a great progress for the Sakati race, don't you think? He smiled at Bardock, while Jiren made an annoying face. Meanwhile, on the planet of Vegeta, "Are you ready?" Gohan shouted, which would pose for a fight. Krillin was behind the Scion, while Vados, Granola, and Whis were protecting the planet with a barrier. Goten and Trunks and Piccolo were hidden inside a time room. When suddenly here, the barrier would break, and the angelic fusion would fall from the sky, creating a great crater. Everyone is impressed, getting very nervous. "Krillin, you should go. I did not believe that this subject had that kind of power." He said it, stammering Gohan when he observed the true power of the angelic fusion. "Mortals, I am Ragnar, and I want you to tell me where the Namekian is, and I will not eliminate them. Not even in dreams will we tell you, Ragnar." Immediately, Ragnar appears behind Krillin, and with a small blow, sends him to crash, breaking each of his bones. Krillin. Gohan attacks him at great speed, but the fusion was incredibly fast, being able to dodge Gohan's blows, and then, with a technique, make Gohan stand still. On the one hand, Bado, next to Whis, appears, and with his oracle, they launch two very powerful super attacks. But this was not enough for the supreme entity. Granola, on the one hand, was watching the fight while he charged all his divine energy to perform his most powerful blow. But in a matter of seconds, the angelic fusion would have finished off Wes and Bado, defeating them. Granola would be very worried, since he needed much more time to be able to launch his attack. Ragnar looks at Granola, observing how his level of power and his attack would have increased thousands of times. Without a doubt, it is a threat to that angel and the Scion there. The angelic fusion was said to be, but in that, Goten appears transformed into Super Saiyan Blue, since they would have trained with the angels and they would have been locked up, training in the room of time. Goten would distract the fusion a little, giving him some fight, but in a matter of seconds, they would also fall totally defeated, not being able to defeat the deity. In that, Gohan would appear, and the Saiyan would make more time so that Granola could charge his attack at 100%, thus starting a great fight. Gohan passes to his bestial state, and at the speed of light, an epic and powerful fight would begin. The fight would be very wrinkled with the angelic fusion. Gohan could provide him hundreds of attacks and blows, doing some damage to the fusion. But over time, Gohan would get tired enough. Ragna would take advantage of counterattacking and accepting powerful blows all over Gohan's body. Gohan, very hurt, would try to stop every Ragna blow, but he was very tired and weakened. Gohan would quickly try to expel all his power. However, suddenly, Ragnar appears behind Gohan, and he would brutally pierce him, cutting him in two. No, it can't be. The angelic fusion would quickly go to Granola. Granola, very scared, would launch his super attack. The attack, full of stars, would be launched. Thus, a great explosion would be created that would explode all over Ragna's body, destroying absolutely almost the entire planet of Gohan. Granola falls to the ground exhausted and spitting blood. He had exhausted all his energies, since said attack consumed Granola's life. Granola was very sad about the death of Gohan, when suddenly, in the smoke, the angelic fusion would be observed still alive, but on the verge of death. No, it can't be. You should be dead. I never thought I would reach these limits. Granola, very scared, would launch a powerful blow that would do nothing to the angelic fusion, which this grabs him by the neck to knock him to the ground many times, hitting him hundreds of times, leaving the angel with no desire to live. And when this was about to give the last blow to kill Granola, suddenly Vegeta would appear. Vegeta? The prince, totally recovered, looks at Gohan and Granola, who were totally defeated. Vegeta would be amazed by such a scene. However, this would give energy to Granola, which would get up, healing some wounds. What do you think you're doing, mortal? Ragnar would look at Vegeta from head to toe, and this would simply take Gohan's body to begin to absorb him. A light would shine all over Vegeta's planet, and upon realizing the fusion would have absorbed, joining with Gohan's body, acquiring a power beyond the limits. No, impossible! We won't be able to defeat him. We must escape, Granola exclaimed, very scared. However, Vegeta, what are you underestimating me, Granola? But, Vegeta, you don't have that power enough to be able to defeat that fusion. In an instant, Vegeta would have transformed into the Ultra Ego, maximum power, and in an instant, he already had his fist in the stomach of the angelic fusion, surprising everyone. The angel would throw blood. Wow, I see that you are weak, and I wanted to have more fun. Vegeta, with a few blows, leaves paralyzed and would throw them out of the planet Rogna. But what is that power of Vegeta? Vegeta would carry a Super Haka Ball. And your last words? Rogna couldn't believe the impressive power that Vegeta possessed. Falling, totally surrendered before Vegeta. Before you die, I'll show you that you weren't even at my level. Vegeta would begin to accumulate and expel a power totally absurd, expelling 100% of all his power and showing that the angelic fusion wouldn't have any chance against him. On one hand, you would feel Vegeta's power for all the universes. Wow, but this is Vegeta's power, so he's still alive. Goku said it very happily, while somewhere else, Vegeta would have finished and totally eliminated Vegeta's angelic fusion. Vegeta, without a doubt, would have evolved all his powers in the room of time. This wasn't at all difficult. Vegeta exclaimed when suddenly Goku would appear in front of him. Kakarot, you're you? I'm glad to see you again, Vegeta. It's been a long time, and I see that you've become very powerful. So this is the Prince Vegeta. Without a doubt, he has become a very powerful. Bardock said it. Being behind Vegeta, which the prince was in shock, without being able to say anything. Wow, but if you're the little Saiyan prince, you've grown a lot. Bardock? Jimmy? But what the hell is going on here? So they were able to assassinate the angelic fusion. It's surprising. However, I no longer need that Namekian. My father, revive him. The priest, Grand Priest, would free his parents. Grand Priest's father would consume all the universes, eating planets and galaxies. What? But what the hell is this? I don't understand why you freed me, my son. However, I'm going to have to restart the universes again. And well, friends, I hope you've enjoyed this movie. If it was like this, don't forget to leave that great like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos that I'll be uploading before the end of the year. Also, in the description, I'll leave my Instagram in case you want to write me a message in private. Remember to watch a lot of anime, eat well, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Dragon Ball remains one of the biggest entertainment juggernauts in the world, and even in late 2025, the franchise is in the middle of a busy crossroads. Anniversary celebrations and large-scale fan events are on the calendar. New game projects have been officially teased, and the manga and anime continue to move at a careful, deliberate pace. Below is the latest consolidated picture with dates and official signals so fans know what's actually real and what's still only rumor.
Manga and anime status, what's happening now? One of the most consequential pieces of news for story-hungry fans is that Dragon Ball Super has not returned to a regular serialization schedule in 2025. Multiple reporting threads and interviews through the year indicate that no steady stream of new chapters is planned for 2025, and readers should expect only sporadic one-shot or special releases rather than a resumed weekly or monthly run. This pause has been publicly attributed to editorial direction and the logistics of continuing the series after the major creative shifts of recent years. At the same time, key creators tied to the franchise have signaled new directions. Toyotaro, the artist who has drawn Dragon Ball Super manga for years and worked closely with Akira Toriyama's story guidance, has been publicly connected to a new, separate project that will be distinct from Toriyama's original Dragon Ball line. That announcement suggests the creative talent inside the franchise is expanding its horizons, even as official Dragon Ball Super chapters remain limited in 2025. 40th Anniversary Events and Official Calendar. Dragon Ball is celebrating 4 decades of impact, and the franchise has a packed slate of events tied to that milestone. The official Dragon Ball site has been publishing continuous updates around goods, collectibles, and a global anniversary push that stretches into 2026. One of the headline items is the franchise's own anniversary festival, commonly referred to in coverage as the Genki Damatsuri or Genki Damamatsuri, which is scheduled for late January 2026. That event is being positioned as a major staging ground for announcements, retrospectives, and special reveals. Fans should mark January 25, 2026 in their calendars as a date likely to deliver official news about games, exhibition content, and possibly trailers or short anime projects. New game projects. Bandai Namco teases a reveal. Video games continue to be a huge area of Dragon Ball activity. Bandai Namco and the official Dragon Ball Games account have publicly teased a new game project that will be revealed early next year during the Genki Damatsuri event. Multiple outlets confirm that an official reveal window has been posted for January 2026, which aligns with the franchise's 40th anniversary festivities. While specific platforms, gameplay style, or release timing were not disclosed in the teaser, the announcement is significant because Bandai Namco is explicitly scheduling the reveal at the anniversary event, a strong signal that fans should expect a high-visibility game reveal in late January 2026. Meanwhile, post-release support for current titles is continuing. Bandai Namco's Dragon Ball Sparking Point Zero recently hit a roster milestone, reported coverage of roster expansion and further DLC hints, and developers have publicly teased additional DLC and content reveals slated for January. That keeps the live service side of the franchise active while the new project teaser hangs over the community. Merchandise and collector releases. Immediate, plentiful drops. The official Dragon Ball channels and partner manufacturers have been rolling out numerous figure lines and collector items tied to the anniversary and series catalog. In October 2025 alone, the official site announced new entries and prize figures in the Matchmakers and Solid Edgeworks lines, items that will show up in stores and in capsule toy shops through the fall and winter. Expect frequent figure reveals, exclusives tied to Tamashii and Bandai sub-brands, and limited-time runs that are common during milestone years. On the video game merchandising front, special or edition releases continue to appear. For example, reissues and special editions of existing games, such as a Daima edition of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, have been announced or released this year, sometimes drawing fan criticism over what is included physically versus delivered as download codes. That's become a recurring consumer conversation. Anniversary or franchise tie-in editions frequently bundle DLC only via digital codes, which leaves some collectors disappointed when they expect fully physical packages. Community reaction, legacy, and the post-Toriyama era.
The passing of Akira Toriyama in 2024 reshaped fan discussion about Dragon Ball's future. Throughout 2025, industry voices, event panels, and retrospectives have emphasized stewardship. Franchise producers and veteran contributors are framing upcoming announcements as continuity moves that honor Akira Toriyama's legacy while allowing Toyotaro, Toei Animation, Bandai Namco, and editorial teams to expand the franchise responsibly. Reports from conventions and press coverage consistently note that while Toriyama's presence is deeply missed, key collaborators and successors are confident in the franchise's ability to keep telling Dragon Ball stories.